I have been waiting for these. So I have, obviously I've been part of the Edge program from the beginning. I know about the design. I worked with the engineers for the originals, and these are the 3 newest ones right here. So I brought a couple of mine. I mean, the Edge series is awesome because it's, you know, one-handed latch design. I mean, this standard 3700 footprint is the foundation of my tackle system. I love the clear lids. I love that they all have restrictor infused into the whole thing. I've been using them now for a year. You know, you just don't get any rust. It's just the best tackle system that I've ever had. And I do. I mean, I love it. You can see this is my deep jerkbait box. That's the 3700 deep. This is the standard 3700. And I noticed right away, and these couple of new sizes. Now this is a new terminal box, and this one has a lot of options. I could do a lot with this as far as, you know, little small terminal stuff. I see this right now as a great drop shot type box where I could put weights and things like that. There's a lot of options there. This one is perfect because there's a lot of times when, you know, the terminal box is awesome, but I want to have one that's very specific. So I'm going to have one just for tungsten, for instance, and I'm going to have one just for, you know, flipping, things like that. And having this little bit smaller size, having, you know, that, it's going to be a big deal. But this is the one that really, really excites me. So this one, it says it's the Flex box. And when you look at this, it's got dividers and it's got spacing so that I could make this anything. So this is what I call the infinite box. This can be whatever you want. And one thing that I noticed right away that I really like is look at the difference in the height between the standard 37 and this new Flex box, and then this is the deep. So it's really right in between. And what I've found with my 3700 box is if you're going to put bigger baits in here, if you want to do one with bigger baits like this Strike King 4.0, it's just not deep enough to get 2 in there. So that's where I think this Flex box is going to be really awesome, in the fact that it's got a little extra depth, and I can set the configuration for anything. I mean, I can absolutely, you know, I could make it for jerk baits. I could do it for square bills. I could really, man, it's kind of the sky's the limit. If you've ever wanted a box that has no limitations to how the internal you know, compartments are going to be, this is your box. And it has all those features, you know, the one-handed latch, the clear lid, the restrictor all the way through it, the labeling system. It's got everything that the Plano Edge is known for, but I love that size. This is going to be the foundation of my tackle system going forward, without a doubt. What I'm going to try to do is put together a scenario for all my jerk baits to have them in one box. And you know, I've got a 3700 deep there with just one category. I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I think this will work for some of my new baits. I've got a brand new finesse jerk bait, and it's a little bit shorter. And these compartments are going to fit them perfectly, double length. Oops. They made them so you can't put it in. I tried to put it in upside down and I still couldn't do it. There we go. Boom. I think I got that. Nope. I'm struggling here. Yeah. Once you get them in there, yep, perfect. Okay. And then now, yeah, I think I want to go like this, because this will allow me, I'm a volume guy. I like to carry a lot of baits. So that's going to be perfect. Let me get some. I just got this new shipment. Ha. I'm going to be able to put a bunch in there. It's the new little finesse jerk bait. Yeah, so now I'm going to have a box that I can have a good amount of some of all the different baits that I like to fish with all in one. I mean, I could put, I bet I could put 50 of these new little 100 jerk baits in just these 4 compartments. So for me, tackle storage is about being as efficient as possible, to have as many of the baits that I might need, because you're faced with so many different conditions out there on the Bass Pro Tour that I want to have options. You know, I want to make sure that I've got the right color with me. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. I've got a dozen in there, and I could easily have another 3 dozen in there alone. So that's good for that. And then these, actually, that would even fit my 200s if I wanted to. But I can have a row of 2 and 300s. And then, see, I've got a lot of them in here. I love jerk baits, so I gotta have, definitely want to have a good selection of all the colors. And with those longer spaces like that, these long billed ones, it's going to allow me to put plenty of them, because I don't want to be caught without not having the right colors with me on any given day. Okay. Okay, that's a pretty good selection right there. Look at that. So now I've got a brand new Edge Flex box just for jerk baits. I've got 100s here. It'll fit the 200s through there. And I've got 300 deeps and 300 regulars right here in these lids. You know, whether you want to have a bait, a tackle box for just one bait, you know, category like jerk baits, or if you want to put a system together where you can put everything from little square bills to big crankbaits all in one particular box, this Flex box allows you the flexibility to, you know, to set it up any way you want, to set the compartments from small to big so that you're using the space the most efficiently as you possibly can. And for me, that's what it's all about. I've got to have you know, the tackle that I need to compete with out there on the water, but I've got a limited amount of space in my Z21. You know, I've got a lot of compartments, but I want to be efficient. I want to know where things are at. And this right here, to me, is the perfect box. It's the perfect width. It's got the depth, and now I have the flexibility to set up the compartments infinitely to match whatever bait that needs to go in there. Again, from small little crankbaits all the way up to big topwaters or jerk baits. The Edge Flex box, that is my new favorite box.